Hello. I'm pretty ashamed of myself right now, to be honest. I made a promise that I would never play a game twice, and yet here we are. I just really couldn't help myself. I wanted to see the end of this game. To my one friend who said that he would unsubscribe if I ever played a game 2 times, I'm sorry for being a disappointment. I promise that I will make it up to you on your birthday if you remind me when your birthday is. Okay. Now clearly, I remember everything, and I reviewed and analyzed the old footage, so I should be impervious to lies now. My friends often refer to me as an AI, so I should learn over time and grow stronger. Now, if I recall correctly, I was supposed to talk to that really intimidating old man. And just to be clear, I'm not trying to be oldest. He's not,
Feel your soul.
So, in what world is this not a cult, though?
For the moment.
I mean, they have literal voodoo dolls. They're not even trying to hide this.
Well, could you
Dude, Jenks is so brave for walking in on this.
please leave?
Sorry, Brian, there's a few more questions I have to ask you yet, and time's ticking by. Okay.
Didn't he invite me to this last time? I seem to remember him saying that. Where's the old man? I should stop saying that. What I was trying to say is I'm not trying to define him by his age. I'm not trying to be ageist. I just mean that he is an elderly individual, but he's not defined by that, so I shouldn't say old man. I should say man who has lots of age or something. Oh. Just random things that unlock stuff. Wait, I know where that goes. Get in there. Wait, I can talk to Brandon now? Wait. Is Brandon the man of large age?
How well did you know Kate?
Hardly knew her at all. Met her a few times. At the course, that's about all.
Did you speak to her then?
It's possible.
And how did she seem? Was she happy, sad, preoccupied?
She was drunk.
Oh, okay. Why would you ever say it's possible to a police officer? Wouldn't that just say yes or no? You can lie if you want to, but don't. It's possible is basically just saying yes and also I'm suspicious.
It's her driving license.
How would I know that?
You didn't see it lying around anywhere?
No.
Dude, he is so scary. Brandon is such an unintimidating name. I would have expected something more like Reginald or something, you know? Something menacing and CEO-like.
Anything about... Ever tried Simon's homebrew? Simon Thompson?
No, I haven't. I wouldn't touch anything that has had Simon's fingers in it.
Anyone who can say it with that, but make it sound natural, you don't mess with those kinds of people.
I think I bought one once as a present.
Oh, not for Kate, by any chance?
No. Not for Kate. I can't really remember who it was for. A birthday present, maybe for one of the students.
Which student?
I have no idea.
I remembered their birthday, and I remembered to get them a gift, but I can't seem to remember their name or face or who they were as a person.
Looks like a monarch mask.
What's a monarch mask?
Monarch is fancy dress outfitters.
I'm going to ask Brandon about drugs, and he's probably going to be like, no, I can't say that I partake of such low-class filth.
I'm not a drug taker, Inspector. I have no enthusiasm.
I freaking knew it, dude.
Poisoning in your brain.
I freaking knew it, man.
Never... I told him to stop.
Did you really? Why?
Defacing public property.
He's so evil.
That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. We encourage people who put ideas first and moral anachronisms second.
Dude, he knows the word anachronisms. Jenks, back off. Back off, dude.
What is your objective, if you don't mind me asking?
Mine, or do you mean the course's objective.
Why would you admit to that?
Free people.
My objective is money. I love money, Jenks.
He explained, yes.
Did he tell you anything scandalous?
Not unless you count the suicide.
These things happen.
Was it
You
your idea?
freaking...
Suicide. Rebecca would probably know. I presume you've met Rebecca.
Yes,
I'm sure she'd enjoy telling you what it is. She's the kind of woman who likes to feel superior.
How do you know Rebecca? Oh wait, that's your son's wife. Never mind. You're in the clear.
She isn't exactly a housewife, but
Wow! You just say that?
control. Like Ryan. Shame, isn't it, that I'm in control of both of them?
Holy crap, dude. He doesn't even care. He's like, yes, I'm evil, and yes, you can know about it. No, you're not putting me in prison. And it's true, I can't put him in prison. He's too strong.
What was Liam like that night?
No. Apart from being drunk or possibly...
Being drink, they messed it up. Being drink.
He was drunk.
Well, I assume the bottle in his hand contained whiskey and not lemonade.
Why were they...
Lots of
Kate and
similarities
Liam were
between
both drunk?
think drinking,
Hey,
depression,
Jenks,
is that
see,
normal?
I'm an inspector.
People come in... Sometimes their impatience gets the better of them.
So I killed them. Alright, listen. I really don't think Brandon is the type to lie. You know? Like, yes, he oozes evil out of every pore in his body, but is he really, like, would he lie, though? Like, I feel like he... You can tell I'm uncomfortable because I say like so many times. Brandon makes me uncomfortable. Alright, well, that's not going to stop me from opening his garage, though. This is probably more illegal than anything Ryan or Brandon have done, by the way. At least provably. Wait, he does rock out. Confirmed, I knew it.
Right. So he's never tried to go professional.
If he did try, it was never going to happen.
He's just so distraught at this idea of his son accomplishing anything in life. Ryan can't play the guitar. That's going to be a key fact in the crime later. I know it. It's going to be like, at Kate's murder, a key witness heard out-of-tune guitar playing just out in the distance. Now, being impervious to lies because of my earlier calculations, I should be able to determine what to do very quickly here. For instance, I think an obvious lie is Liam had been drinking the night of the seminar, but you weren't in the pub last Friday. I kind of thought that said you weren't in the pub ever. I guess that doesn't really make sense though, does it? You don't allow drugs or alcohol, but you want people to be free. Well, that's a contradiction in logic. Does that not count? You only saw Kate a few times, but you bought this for a student. That's probably Kate. That has to be, if I point that out, he'll start sweating and then be like, oh, you caught me. You only met a few times, but you possibly spoke to her. Okay. Oh, it literally says right here, didn't buy for Kate. That's awkward. I'll add that to the calculations. Wait, Paul. Paul's idea? This is Brandon's house, but the guy I'm talking to is Paul, not Brandon. Who's Brandon, then? I thought I was talking to... I knew Brandon wasn't the proper name. Paul is a much more sinister name. Sorry to any Pauls out there. That's not... I didn't mean that, but... It's more sinister than Brandon. It doesn't mean it is sinister. It's just, you know, a more or less than kind of a thing. Okay. Liam had been drinking all night at the seminar. But I thought... doesn't allow... Oh. Paul! I know your name is Paul now, and that gives me
If you don't allow
strength.
drink or drugs onto the site, why did you allow Liam to drink whiskey all night?
Holy moly. Paul, what do you have to say about that?
Well, we did give him various warnings. Did try to stop him, but didn't work.
No.
Let him stay on the course?
Yeah, well, we couldn't throw him out.
Yes, you
This isn't
could.
a primary school and
No, Paul, you would absolutely throw someone out.
These rules are entitled to stay on the course.
That's such a lie. That's such a lie. He would execute someone on
As long
site
as
for
they do it
drinking
with
alcohol.
discretion, I don't care if they want to wipe or inject paint stripper all over their
That is such a weird thing to say.
It's past the lavatories down the corridor, but you won't find any drugs in there or alcohol.
Yeah, just the paint stripper that you huff. Oh, new area unlocked. Pog. Sorry. I'm trying to update my lingo. The other day I tried to say bussin', but then they told me that people don't say that anymore either, so I think I'm still behind the curve. Let me look up. What is the most popular lingo right now among the hip kids? Teen Slang 2024 update. Wait. Addy, short for address. I'll be over in a bit. Can you resend that Addy? That's not real. I refuse to believe that's real. Aesthetic. That's just a word that already exists. Aesthetic is a real word. Another word for vibe. No, it's not. I can look up aesthetic in the dictionary and it would mean something else. Ate and left no crumbs. That's this. I don't trust this. Who wrote this article? Is this a 40-year-old boomer? Whatever, man. I'll never be hip. Why? Okay.
Well, there's a TV right
but
there.
why would there be a tape with 3 X's on it and the name crossed out and do not move in the kitchen? Why not have that somewhere else? And there's a TV in the kitchen.
With the sole purpose of preventing the masses, stopping us from achieving the same success, happiness, and freedom enjoyed by those at the very pinnacle of society.
He's talking like a war general in a business class. You know, I was going to make fun of this, like the police would be all over this, but first of all, they haven't done anything illegal, and second of all, this is just red pill content. Like, this is common nowadays. I don't even know why I'm making fun of this. Next thing I know, he's going to be talking about how if you go alpha, then you'll be able to achieve your Ferrari.
And learn to love your ambition.
That freeze frame was not very flattering. All right. Well, I don't know what it is. Maybe it's just the inspector and me talking, but I think Ryan might be hiding something. You recorded yourself taking a wallet out of somebody's jacket, out of multiple people's jackets, and then you wrote XXX do not move and put it in the kitchen drawer. All right, Paul, it's time that you explain yourself or you're going to catch these hands. I'm sorry, I tried to use one of the other slangs on the list. I didn't tell you, but I looked at more slangs and I don't think it works very well. I just don't think I'm meant for this. I'm not going to do it anymore. All right, listen, James. I know you need to fuel your Magic Mint edition, but mugging is not the answer. Why'd you do it?
No, what is it?
Do you recognize it?
No. Should I?
Okay, well, maybe I need to change my interrogation strategy. The strategy of just asking them why they did the thing has not been working as well as I'd hoped. So, Simon, just out of curiosity, if you were theoretically going to mug someone and film yourself doing it, how would you do it and why would you have done it? And why did you do it?
Have you seen this before?
No. No, sorry.
Drat.
What do you know about Ryan's guitar collection?
Does he, quote-unquote, rock out on occasion?
So what are the masks for?
They're just to help you get into the right frame of mind. Just get you into the zone, you know, help you kind
Into the zone.
Yeah, it's like self-hypnosis.
It's crazy listening to someone explain a cult from like a very logical... Yeah, the masks just help you like step out of your comfort zone, and the doll burning is just so that you can get rid of your, your flaws, and we only summon Beelzebub in like a metaphorical sense. All right, Ryan, I hate talking to you, but it's time to ask about the CD. Like, squeeze me? Isn't that the guy who carved the thing?
The DVD. That's all they took. It must have been delivered.
Okay.
Someone clearly wanted that.
How did they know I had the DVD, though? Is it because I told Paul? So we lost the key DVD, but we gained a bag. Alright. Nice one, Jinx. Really thinking on the positive side there, I guess. How did they even know I had the DVD? Did they have like a sensor in the kitchen? Why leave it in the kitchen then, if it's that important?
Can you tell me more about the auto-hypnosis techniques used on the course?
We don't use hypnosis on the course.
What?
Not at all.
Not anymore.
What?
So
That's...
how was
He just lied in the same 2 sentences. Call him out,
This is
Jinx.
probably the wrong word, Inspector. It was meant to force... to help students.
It's just so evil. Alright. This is a key piece of evidence, apparently. So, Paul, how do you feel about this bag that was bought at a store? Hmm?
Have you
Explain
seen
this.
this before?
No, I don't think so.
You don't recognize the shop?
No.
Is there someone else?
Wait a
who
minute.
works
That's
at
actually a
this?
lie.
Someone
He's a strange boy. Work experience.
as a cleaner.
Well, we did try him in accounts.
I don't like it. I don't like it when people call adults boys or girls. Ah, yes, he's a strange boy with strange tastes. It just creeps me out. But this is actually a lie. I remember this because he talked about this is monarch costumes. And there was something he said about... What was it? It was the mask, right? Yeah, monarch costumes. Well, Paul.
But you do know the shop.
Yes, of course I do.
You see, Paul, I thought you said you didn't know where this bag was from.
Oh.
Maybe I do.
Paul.
Used to put over my head, Paul, by a mugger. Would you like to tell me something?
Are you suggesting that I had something to do
That
with
is
your
kind of
money?
a weak link.
You really ask the most ridiculous questions. Of course I didn't.
So why did you lie about the shop?
Well, I didn't have anything to do with your mugging, Inspector, but I might... also-
Why would he admit to that? I didn't have anything. It's just a bag.
To you, the cleaner. Unfortunately, Ryan at some point told Jason that the DVD
Why
mustn't be
did you
removed
put
from
it
site.
in the kitchen then? Why in the
When
kitchen?
he saw you take it,
He was in the kitchen with
thought
me?
that he was doing...
I was so shocked my voice went out there.
So what's on the DVD that's so special?
All right, it was something I did myself, a little stunt I pulled to amuse the students.
What kind of stuff?
Wait, he admits to it?
I pretended to steal from the students. I emphasize the word pretended. The policemen are so literal.
Literal. His T's are stronger than my entire sentences.
It doesn't divide neatly into blacks and whites.
Okay, Paul, let's not make this political. How did Jinx know that the bag would be the key piece of evidence there? I literally showed him a bag, and I was like, you said you didn't know this store, but you do know this store. Why did you mug me? And then he just admitted to everything off of that. I had nothing. I just had a bag from a store.
You know the shop?
Yeah, I know the shop. I hired something from.
You know the shop, do you?
This is for a
Why'd you mug me then?
Yeah.
Are you in on the mugging?
Dangerous, just risky. Like saying something you wouldn't normally say to someone, or doing something unusual.
Like bussin'?
Stealing from other
I could fit on the course.
But it's all pretend, really.
How is it risky if it's pretend? Isn't that contradictory? Contradiction! Contradiction!
Do you know the shop? Have you used it?
No, but I know where it is.
Okay. Emma winning the award for least helpful person to ever live.
What do you know about Paul Rand?
Paul the Slime.
Paul the Slime is kind of a crazy nickname, is it
Try
not?
nothing on me as well, weirdo.
Wait. Was Liam in the band? This band? Oh, snap. Did crackle
And you
pop.
sang in
So, no,
Blackstone.
can't. I was trying to make up my own
Versus
slang,
Rand,
but...
including Liam.
Yeah.
Why did you say you didn't know him?
No, it's not that. I just thought you meant that I didn't know about his suicide.
Liar, liar, liar.
No,
Your pants are literally on fire right now.
Away on holiday.
When he died?
Yeah, I only knew him through the band.
turbo lies. Actual turbo lies.
Definitely not sure I believe
Nope,
you,
nope,
Emma.
Liam. Only knew Liam through the band, but you joined Third Eye after leaving college. That's absolutely a thing. That's a thing. That you were in the thing and he was in the thing too. Am I not? Is it not Contradiction Spot the Liar right now? Was on holiday, but joined. Was at Third Eye when Paul pulled the stunt. Oh!
But you weren't
Oh
there
my
when
word,
Liam
look at her. She's literally on the verge of tears because she's lying so much. She's crying at how much she's
because
lying.
Paul pulled the stunt on the same night. Liam died later that evening.
I must have got mixed up.
So you don't know anything about Liam's death, even though you were there on that night.
No.
Just, you can't even, just don't even try. Jenks has locked you on target locked right now.
That thieving thing happened, and so...
Take a breath, Emma.
He's so, you can trust those eyes. Jenks has such empathetic eyes.
Liam killed himself because of me.
Okay, hold on now.
Liam had a birthmark on the side of his face.
Okay, I didn't ask for your life story.
And no one would mention anything, even though we all knew it was there. And we all thought, they all thought it was ugly. So I thought I'd say something, and then Liam killed himself. Liam's dead because of me.
That's it? You called his birthmark ugly, and that's the big reveal?
Regret what you said, but I really don't think you caused Liam's death.
Yeah.
There's always more to these things than meets the eye.
Thank you.
You know, I have to say, for a strange point-and-click adventure game, the acting is actually pretty darn
9 o'clock.
acceptable.
Blame the Rands before I blame her.
Yeah, there's no way that... I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm a goblin, so, like, I know what it's like to be shunned in public, okay? And it hurts, definitely. But this is a detective game. There's always more to it. It's spot the lie, not spot the, like, normal thing that makes people sad. There's murder afoot. Also, that was a spot the lie moment because I've never been in public before, so there's never an opportunity for shunning. Alright, can I talk to Ryan yet? Ryan! Wait, this was here the whole time? Why am I just now... Jenks! Wait, I know where to use this. I remember. I have memory. I'm a real boy. Oh, snap. Intelligence radiates from my brain. It's a car. Devil worshippers. I freaking knew it, man.
Oh, wow.
Why are you burning dolls?
So tell me more about this doll burning.
This wacky little doll burning thing. Like, what's that about?
It's about burning your old personality and finding a new one, a better one. And they burn the doll and symbolically destroy their old
Sometimes
personality.
we
It's quite
hammer
simple.
nails into them and then
And why did that
makes you
nail
bleed
shine?
out of your eye
Because it's
sockets.
an emotion. Perhaps we should make a doll of you, Inspector, and burn that. What do you think?
No, thank
I
you.
hate him so much. He talks like if a $3 wine glass spoke.
Can you tell me about auto-hypnosis?
No. What would you like to know?
Do you use it on the course?
We dip into it occasionally, but it's not a major feature of the course.
It's not a requirement of the course.
No, not at all. We don't ask people to do things that they're not comfortable with. There's no
Comfortable with.
coercion, Inspector.
I thought...
It doesn't
Didn't the dad say that they don't use it at all anymore? There's just so many lies. I can't spot them all. I thought it would be like there's lies that you have to spot, but everyone's just lying all the time. It's like finding a needle in a needle stack. You can tell that Ryan's a beta because when he says the letter T, it doesn't stand out nearly as much of his father.
Not to this. What do you know about Emma Bowman criticizing Liam before his suicide?
I was there. I witnessed it.
I witnessed it.
Emma blamed herself for his death. Liam was a very confident person, very outgoing, very strong.
Oh yeah, very
So
confident.
it seemed.
That's why he
Free to do what they liked.
drowned himself. The hardest thing is to tell the difference between lies and just a person who is unintelligent.
Do you know what
That's why everything I say gets mistaken for lies.
Yes, that's my old car. It was vandalized. I took those for the insurance company. Where did you find those?
At the pub. You know who did this?
I broke into your back room
Yes.
and then used your flashlight to find them.
Lisa Blint. She was on the course. Very strange girl.
And why did she write the words devil worshippers all over your car?
Well, she was a very strange girl. She had a lot of psychological problems.
Odd thing to spray, isn't it, though? Devil worshippers?
Is it, though?
She lives in the village, actually. The run-down house at the end of the lane. Can't miss it.
Really? Right, thank you.
Is it not crazy levels of gaslighting that they were in the other room with masks on, with a fire in the middle of a house that would easily burn down, by the way, and they were burning dolls? And he's like, oh, just said something about devil worship. It's a crazy girl, has severe psychological problems. No, not a new person. I don't want to ask all the questions.
Yes.
Inspector Jenks, I'm investigating an
I really
incident-
don't have time, so why'd you kill
Few
Kate?
questions.
Just tell me, will you?
Because they're devil worshippers.
I kind of got that, actually.
Devil worshippers.
This is not a plot twist.
They're making demons appear. I put them on when I need to look in the mirror.
This is just going to be some, like, red herring of her
If I make
talking
sure
about
everything's
fat-free
right,
cookie addiction as demons, her demons.
without being the other person.
I keep telling myself that if it has half the fat, I can eat twice the amount, but it's never true.
But I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Thank goodness I don't have to ask her questions, by the way. One benefit of her being haunted by demons is I don't have to talk her ear off and listen to all that nonsense.
Worshipping the devil. How are Ryan and Paul going to get out of this one?
Yeah, some lady said that she sees herself as an old lady and that she's haunted by demons. Care to explain that one, Ryan? All right, Ryan. Why do you worship demons?
Devil worship ever been part of the course, Ryan?
Am I correct in assuming that you have spoken to Lisa Blint?
You would be. She's been telling me all about the Atlas obsession with Satanism, Ryan.
She also has psychological
Don't
problems.
do that.
Diagnosed psychological problems, as a matter of fact.
So where did she get the idea that you lot were, devil worshippers?
I really have no idea. The girl is insane. She's frightened of her own shadow, bless her. She actually thinks that demons are possessing her even now. You really can't trust a word she says.
So
Sayos.
saying
Sorry, I
there
shouldn't
has
make fun of.
never been
I shouldn't
any
make fun of
devil
people
worship
for
at
the way
Atlas.
they
I
say
don't
things,
know
even
what
if they
devil
are
worship is,
European.
Inspector. It's not something I particularly know anything about.
We here in America pronounce everything according to its natural virtues.
For some treatment.
The funny thing is, my heritage is actually Finnish, but don't tell anyone because they'll make fun of me for liking saunas. Wait, you do know about devil worship. You studied devil worship. Yeah, you used to literally look in the mirror and look at dead people. I remember this.
Aha. So you used to read a lot about voodoo and satanic rituals, but you don't know anything about devil worship?
Well, obviously, I just meant we don't worship the devil. We're not devil worshippers here at Atlas, Inspector.
Really?
But the point
It's just a
is, Ryan,
ridiculous... We
you
just wear
claim
masks
no
and summon
about
things on
voodoo
campfires with
obsessed
voodoo
when you were
dolls.
younger.
Preposterous
Are you
accusation.
sure none of...
That's why we introduced the aptitude test.
What's the aptitude test?
This. We ask students to fill in an aptitude test, medical history, psychological issues.
It's just
that kind of
one
thing.
page, and the only
Indications
question
of
is,
therapies in the
do you
past,
see
and the
demons,
medication
yes or no?
currently
And do you
are.
agree with devil
Here,
worship,
take a
yes or no?
Has it worked?
Oh, touch wood, so far, yes.
Can I keep a
We have a whole cult now.
Thank you.
All right,
Probably
Paul?
back later.
Paul, how do you feel about demons, Paul? I know you love money. You're a big money guy. How about demons?
I didn't expect her to criticize his birthmark, if that's what it was.
If that's what it was?
That's a decision she took herself.
What do you mean if that's what it was?
So you didn't
It was
know
either a birthmark or not. He had this strange mark on his face. He seemed to have had it since birth. He claimed it to be a birthmark, but I'm not so sure. Why are you... every word out of your mouth is so suspicious.
What?
So you've no interest in the occult?
No, Inspector, I have no interest in the occult any more than I have interest in pole vaulting, cheese making, or snake charming.
He could be the number
Anything
one
else you want
in
to
all
know
of
that I'm
those.
not
We don't know.
interested in?
Look up his history.
Fine, thanks.
I half expected him to pull up a hood and just start going on about how the dark side of the Force has many powers that some consider unnatural. You didn't expect Emma to discuss Liam's birthmark, and yet you hardly... Wait, is this the student? I don't know why he would admit to this, but is this the student that you bought the thing for? Or is it here? Yeah, is this the student? Emma had double affairs.
You say you didn't know Emma.
Well, looks like Paul the Slime or whatever she said was... She meant it in... No, I'm not going to do that. Never mind.
So you didn't buy her one? So you did buy her one. So that means you must have known her, and quite well too.
Stop making such a big thing about this, Inspector. Look, I've been around a few years. The clock is ticking. And I admit I have an embarrassing weakness for attractive women.
Ew!
It was a stupid
He
mistake,
really is slimy.
but I'm not aware that there's a law against buying presents unless, of course, the Third Reich has been elected.
You would bring up the
while I
Third
was at the
Reich.
bridge party.
Probably old enough to have seen them in
She
power.
decided She didn't want to be bothered with an old fool like me, so...
Sorry, you probably have enough age to have witnessed that historical event, is what I meant to say.
father, like
You once tried to date Emma, but you possibly spoke to Kate. Trying to date her too? Hmm? Paul? Lisa couldn't handle the course. Because this was during the hypnosis time, right? Impossible to be hurt or damaged? Well.
Nobody has ever
Sorry,
been affected
I just
by
keep getting higher
hypnosis.
with the wells. I need to stop doing that. By the way, I'm getting all the... I don't know if you know this, but I'm getting all these full first try. I'm not
Well, as far as I can tell,
cutting
Pete,
out
you've had one student
anything in
accuse
the
you
middle.
of
That would be
devil
embarrassing
worship,
if I
and
didn't
two others
automatically know what the
So
lies
those
were.
Students aren't having a very good time on this course, are they?
Nonsense. Kate was enjoying every minute of it. She couldn't get enough of it.
Really?
She was full of the joys of life. Bubbly, confident, flirty.
Ew! He's so gross.
With whom?
Stop,
Pretty
you
much
freaking English teacher.
Including me, as I remember.
Really? And did you respond?
Oh,
I don't
Paul the
think
Slime?
Relationships with students.
That's...
affect a company policy.
Don, you're not even trying now, Paul. You're literally not even trying. You're not even trying. That I can read this from a mile away. Avoids relationships with students. Once tried to date Emma. Not even hard. Not even hard. Spot the liar. Liar spotted.
So you avoid relationships with students, except for Emma, who you tried
I
to
wish
date.
Jinx had like a little siren on his head that went when he spotted a lie.
Did you try to date her or not?
Oh, don't be so ridiculous, Inspector. Kate was an exceptionally clever girl. She knew exactly what she wanted, and she knew how to get it.
You mean that Kate approached you?
It wouldn't surprise me if she was playing everyone in the group. Kate had more enemies than you'd think. She was a very, very manipulative young woman.
There are certain people that when they say words that are normal, they become evil words. Like woman is just a normal word in the English language, but when he says it, woman, it's like it's evil by nature. It becomes an evil word. 10 p.m. That's got to be late at night. It's probably getting to be Jenks' bedtime. Hopefully that means the end is near.
I really don't think it's my place, darling.
It is your place here.
Wait, they're married
To tell tales.
and they're in a relationship? Nobody told me about that. What? S&M.
It's going to be that
gross. I actually don't want to know about this. La la la. Don't tell me this. I don't want to know. So, Rebecca. Like to get the... No, I'm not going to say that. No, I'm not going to say that. I was going to say something about a whip, but I'm not going to say that.
This?
As in black magic? No, why?
Atlas
You know about scrying mirrors, though.
or anything like that?
No, wait, no you don't. That's someone else. Never mind.
That's right,
You're in the
got a
clear.
secret he's not
This
telling
time.
me about. Paul's stunts usually involve throwing fancy dress parties with scantily clad girls.
Oh, my
or women
word.
dressed as nurses.
No, stop. La la la. I don't want to hear about that. La la la. You know anything about this bag? Do you like bags? How do you feel about bags?
Well, are you sure you mean hypnosis or the power of persuasion?
What's the difference?
Not a lot. But if you want someone to do something, it's usually easier to ask nicely.
Like, who talks like this? Who is like, no one talks in a way where they're setting themselves up to appear like a criminal. It's like, hey, you ever heard of hypnosis? Well, do you mean hypnosis, or do you mean asking nicely to get what you want from people? Because that seems to be a more effective technique, don't you think, Inspector? Like, no one talks like that when they're being accused of murder.
He tries.
Wow, everyone, poor Ryan, man. I hate the guy, but no one believes in his guitar skills.
It's sad, really. I just
Sad.
play in his room as long as he plays in there. I don't mind.
Wow, just absolutely fried. Put in the air cooker for that one. Well. Looks like you were you went to Barnes & Noble or something. What is this? Alright. Why'd you go to Barnes & Noble? Explain that.
The downstairs, there's a lot of unopened stuff in it.
Is that?
Prescriptions. Made out to you.
Oh, they're just spare painkillers.
Wait.
The chemist always
Wait.
too many. He's a friend of the
I asked her about drugs. She says she doesn't do drugs. Isn't that right? Or is that somebody else? No. Doesn't take any drugs or medicine. I'm right. I'm so right.
Oh, you don't take any medicines except for prescription painkillers.
Well, they're not actually for me. They're Ryan's. For some reason, the chemist always makes them out to my name. He's an old gentleman.
Does Ryan need prescription painkillers?
Yes, he's got arthritis.
Well, that's not helpful at all.
Exactly what this medicine is.
Why do we need to know about his arthritis medicine? Is this important, Jenks? Right, well, I guess let's go ask Ryan about his arthritis for some reason. Go to the... Oh, hold on, cutscene. Why are we hiding from Simon? There's no way you didn't hear that, Simon. That was... There's no way. And Jenks is just gonna go pick it up, isn't he?
Simon?
What do you know about Ryan's arthritis?
Did you know about Ryan's arthritis?
Ryan? He's got arthritis?
Apparently.
Oh, I didn't know. I hadn't noticed he had any problems.
Wow. Amazing. That really blows the case wide open.
I noticed some numbers on the back. Do you need these?
I don't know. What is it?
1905?
Oh, yeah, that's just a pin for something. It's okay, I can remember it. It's not important.
You're just giving me that's clearly important. You're just giving me the card. You could have just asked for the card back. I would have had to give it to you. I'm a police officer. I can't steal things, even if it's paper.
It must have come off when Nathan dropped my keys off.
What?
He was borrowing my car.
That's very trustworthy.
Car?
Yeah, I suppose it is. I am...
What car?
too
You
trusting.
ride a bike.
It's a new car as well.
What do you mean, car? You're a bike guy. We have an entire thing that's just about you riding a bike. Yeah. Oh, you liar. Simon?
So the bike...
For shame, Simon.
Work, yes?
Yeah.
What's wrong with the car?
I can't drive the car yet, can I? I don't have my license.
Right.
I got a windfall from an insurance payout.
What was the insurance payout?
It was for a laptop. It got stolen down at Atlas.
You got an insurance payout for your laptop being stolen?
Sound like they're taking their security very
I wish I
seriously.
lived in this
Got a
realm.
lot better.
By the way, did you know that fart coin was valued at $900 million recently or something like that? I think that's worth more than like 90% of the businesses in the US. So that's cool. That's the reality that we live in. They get insurance payouts for laptops, and I get Fartcoin being worth more than 90% of US businesses. All right, Ryan. So I looked into your personal medical information. You want to explain why you didn't tell me about your personal medical information and why it means that you killed Kate? I analyzed the footprints around Kate's death, and it looked like someone was walking around with arthritis. Explain that.
Tell me about your arthritis.
Oh, you found out about that. It's not too bad. It's not too debilitating. It's mainly some in my right hand, some in my left hand. It's not particularly a problem. Makes it difficult to hold small things, though.
You've been holding that glass of alcohol for as long... It's like attached to your hand. If you have arthritis, you wouldn't be doing that, right? It hurts to hold small things, as I hold a small thing in my hand right now.
Were you at Atlas when Simon's laptop was stolen?
Oh, I believe I was, yes. It was taken from the storeroom in the hallway.
Was it ever recovered?
No, we didn't catch it.
There's a storeroom?
Quite exposed out here. Somebody could just wandered along the lanes, seen into the storeroom. It's not particularly secure.
Yeah, I did that. I did that with your kitchen. I just walked in and took your stuff.
That's why we're...
All right, he made this arthritis thing has to be important, because otherwise it wouldn't even be here, because this just is nothing. Wait, work and home. But where did he talk about no alcohol and drugs on the... Doesn't allow alcohol or drugs. Well, what's that about then, Mr... What? Doesn't allow drugs or alcohol, has drugs. Is contradiction? Hello? Wait, this one though. I didn't see this one. Doesn't keep any medications on site. Well, what do you call this then? Maybe it's not a drug, but it's most certainly a medication.
Aha.
Yeah, I'm a doctor.
You don't keep any medicines on site.
I'm not a doctor, by the way. I legally have to say that I'm not a
except your
doctor.
prescription painkillers.
Well, these are not available to the students.
But they are kept on site.
Yes, but they're locked away. They're kept in the storeroom. Nobody would have access to them.
You're sure about
What?
that?
Absolutely sure.
That's... They're not even trying! The storeroom is an open door!
That's painkiller.
Morphine.
Whoa, he doesn't like that one.
Morphine tablets, yes.
Oh, really?
What's wrong with morphine?
On, Inspector. I know what you're thinking, but there's no way
Oh,
Kate could have had access to them
Kate
because they
took the morphines. I forgot.
or where they were.
And also didn't know, because I didn't pay attention to that part.
Lovely chap, in fact. Fat and sweaty, though. It's like a double act, doesn't it?
You're so stupid, dude. Storeroom isn't particularly secure, and yet it's secure. Yeah, that's, I mean, come on, dude. I wasn't born yesterday.
So the
I didn't mean that storeroom. I meant a different
Ah, different
storeroom.
storeroom, of course. You have two storerooms.
So where was it locked up?
It's upstairs. It's got a combination lock on it.
The pin,
Nobody
the
could
pin,
have
the
access
pin.
to it except me and...
Drop Minus card, use it.
Welcome to the mirror room.
Alright, dude.
This exercise is all about identifying the difference between the image
So now we're in a crazy clown dimension. Awesome.
and one's real network of mirrors. Practice seeing
What?
yourself
What?
as
Wait, a
stranger.
mirror?
This exercise involves the use of liberation masks. You have now completed module 1. Module 2
Something about, like,
found we
I
tested
love the
testing
idea of a
and
cult that, like, follows
Please read the
standard
notes
business
before
practices and, like,
module.
has, like, you know, training recordings and may now flip your CD over to start module 2, summoning Beelzebub. Simon, why did you have the pin to a creepy mirror room? And why'd you put it on your IT card that you coincidentally dropped outside for me to
Do
see?
you know about the mirror room at Atlas?
Yeah.
What's it used for?
Well, it's mainly for the auto-hypnosis module.
We have something on hypnosis. There's probably a lie in there. I don't know what it is, but I got you on it.
And only they know the combinations anyway, so...
What?
You can't really get in.
But you don't know the combination.
No.
Okay. Dude, you gave me... You can put 2 and 2 together. You gave me the card, and then I went to the mirror room. I'm obviously going to call you out on this, Simon. You're not even trying anymore. Yeah, you wrote the pin on the back of the card, dude. You gave me the card. Or I stole it from you, actually. You can't report me for that. It's not illegal if it's on the ground.
No. Except you'd written it down, hadn't you? This is the combination to the mirror room, Simon, that you wrote. It isn't a pin, it's a combination.
Yeah.
You see, this sort of thing makes me suspicious. What were you
You see,
doing there?
you lying so many times makes me very suspicious, Simon.
It's just part of the course, isn't it? I just wanted to go in there when I was ready.
No, you wanted morphine.
You didn't give the number to anyone else.
No.
Simon, there was morphine kept in that room that might have played a part in Kate Vine's death.
It's literally called the morphine mirror room.
Have the number.
Yes, okay. We both...
Friggin' knew it. Simon did it. Case closed.
We were trying to outdo each other. We both tried to morphine. I don't know. Sorry.
All right, mister. All right, mister. Wait, there's an 11 p.m.? An hour left. Jinx, I was kind of thinking it's a little past my bedtime. I was, 11 p.m.'s pretty late. I was kind of thinking maybe the case could be over by now. Oh, instant cutscene. Who's that, James? Is that part of your balding society? I have no problem against individuals that are losing their hair. Clanks! What do we know about clanks? They're onions. No, poppy pods, of course. I was just testing you, Jinx. Huh? No way. Is there actually just a murder going on? Oh my word. Not a cult, by the way.
That man needs a doctor.
No, he doesn't.
I don't need a doctor.
What if he's just like, no, maybe we listen to it. I kind of do. This hurts really bad.
Of what?
What does it look like? It's a threshold test. A pain threshold test.
Of course, I should have known. Freaking Kyle, man. Oh, more keys. The number of keys that I find on the ground is pretty insane.
Take more care of your things, Ryan.
Jinx is like,
Is your keys, Kyle?
oh, he's actually giving them back.
No.
Wow, that's the first time Jinx has ever... Oh, but never mind. I spoke too soon. Of course Jinx wouldn't return stolen property. Wait, can we use this here? There's no way that we are breaking into his car. This is crazy. You do not have a warrant for this, Jinx. Jinx! How am I going to interview... Are you just going to steal $500 from them?
Be very interesting to see how he explains this one.
How? Explain it. How are you going to tell him that you broke... You're taking it. You're not a police officer, Jinx. How are you going to explain to them that you stole $500 out of their car? Tell me about these.
What can you tell me about several boxes of dried poppy pods in the greenhouse back there? Okay, James, let's just cut to the chase. Are you extracting opium from them?
Whoa. Jinx.
I've never done anything like that, Inspector.
Know anyone who is interested in or involved with devil worship?
Have you met Lisa?
Which Lisa are you talking about?
Mad Lisa. Lives on her own, doesn't like mirrors.
Yeah, I've met her. You think she's mad?
You can't look at yourself in the mirror without seeing ghosts. You've got problems.
Coming from you, James, that's honestly pretty rich. You literally think the government is tracking you. It's always so funny when conspiracy theorists don't agree with each other because it's like, dude, you're crazy. You think ghosts are real? No, it's just hallucinogenic drugs pumped into the air by the government, you fool. All right, whatever, James. You're fine for now, even though you make morphine, homemade morphine or something. I don't know how drugs work. Ryan.
Questions, please.
Why do you like puppies?
About...
Okay. I'd love to see how you explain this one, Jenks.
Would you like to explain what this is?
Oh, you're
please,
just
Ryan?
showing it straight up.
£500 intended for Kate. It fell out of your
Fell
car.
out of your
She
car.
lost your car
Yeah,
in the driveway.
sure it did.
Just a little incentive.
Not very little, Ryan. £500.
She was a very good student. We heard that she was leaving. We wanted to give her something.
I mean, this has to be a lie. There's literally no way. I'm gonna look through all of this stuff. Oh, bribe. The word bribe is in this. A little incentive.
So, students aren't coerced or bribed in any way.
Unless it's Kate, who you killed.
Kate.
I'm not sure what you mean.
You said you were going to give Kate the £500 as an incentive. That's coercion, isn't it?
I really don't think you could call it coercion, Inspector. It was an incentive, that's all, a little encouragement.
So, how often do you use incentives?
Okay, incentive is probably the wrong word. The money was to see how Kate would respond. It was part of her assessment.
What, he's just going back on everything he says now. Jenks is so good at interrogating that all he has to do is say the word with emphasis. He's like, so it was a bribe. No, it wasn't a bribe. It was incentive. So it was incentive. No, it wasn't incentive. It was a test. It was a test. He's so good. How do you feel about this check of $500? You can't have it, by the way. It's mine.
Ryan might want to give Kate a check for £500.
I've really no idea. Where did you find it?
Just outside.
You better ask him.
You think Ryan was interested romantically in Kate?
I know he has a weakness for blondes, but I didn't think it had gone so far as his offering.
It says Paul the Slime Guy, or whatever your name is.
The hospital once, I had codeine and I went into anaphylactic shock.
Isn't morphine an opium thing, though?
An opium derivative, apparently, so.
Wait. He's allergic. He took morphine. Is this an opium? Oh, it is an opium. I do know drugs.
You and Kate took morphine.
That's not a good thing. I don't know drugs.
You said, isn't it?
Yeah.
But you're allergic to opiates, Simon. Opium. You didn't take the morphine at all, did you?
Opiates are in opium,
Well, no,
Simon.
I didn't. Kate did, though.
I thought you were trying to outdo each other. That was the point, wasn't it?
Ryan wanted me to test Kate. To see how far she would go to be prime candidate.
Prime candidate for the demon summoning, you mean?
It means the best person in the group, basically.
The one that you sacrifice,
You
ritually.
do it in pairs. Well, I can't change that now, can I? She didn't die of a morphine overdose, did she?
She died because she drowned. But she drowned for reasons that aren't clear.
Well, we have a deal with various multinationals.
There's deals? Who would do a deal with Third Eye into Atlas?
And they get a wonderful top job.
There's no way there's the cultist to CEO pipeline. Actually, that does sound like a real thing now that I say it out loud.
I really wouldn't trust anything that Simon Thompson says. You know, he spent the best part of 2 months trying to undermine Kate. No. Now, Simon Thompson...
You did?
It really isn't my place to speculate, but if you're looking for motives, Inspector...
Oh, the classic looking for motives so you can go in that direction. I know that move. That's like the equivalent of pocket sand for murders. It's like, oh, motives? Oh yeah, there's motives over there. Go look over there. Students aren't tested. That's a lie, because you... Aptitude test? I mean, this is a test. Students aren't tested, but this is a test. It says test on there. It's test in the name. Activate. Oh. Wait. Test assess.
Aha.
Oh yeah, big time.
Well, which one is it, Ryan? Do you test students or not?
Little $500 test.
Including Kate?
Yes.
Why was she being tested?
he's literally whispering menacingly at this point.
See if she was good enough to become
Did you murder Kate?
Okay.
So Kate...
He spilled his drink there. Did you see that?
Candidate.
Yes.
And did you ask Simon to test her?
Yes, I did. But I didn't ask him to do anything stupid. He knew it was against course rules.
How far did you ask him to push her?
I didn't ask him to push her. I asked him to test her. There's a huge difference.
Wow, he's super... Look how agitated
If
he
Simon
is.
decided to give her too much caffeine or morphine or whatever, that's his responsibility. So if he did anything wrong, it was his own responsibility. He did it with his own mind and his own hand.
Wow, he's so agitated, he's popping the boom mic. 12 p.m. or a.m. I know how time works.
I wonder if the man protests just a little too much.
Yeah, no, he got me. Did you see where his drink went? That stuff went flying.
It isn't very professional to force students to test each other to the point where one of them gets killed, Paul.
We don't force students to do anything that they don't want to do, Inspector.
So you don't force them into being tested?
No, we don't encourage anybody to hurt or offend anybody else here.
I'm pretty sure he said something about hurting in people.
If Simon Thompson went too far with
Or maybe that's just how he talks, and his tone like hurts me.
You should be speaking to, if truth be told. I don't trust him.
Wait, he's also trying to throw us off the tracks. We're getting to him. We're finally getting to him. Do you take opium? What? The CD is threshold testing? That doesn't make sense.
Threshold testing, that's the phrase, isn't it?
I mean, I knew that. I wasn't just...
Because you
I didn't just click around, I knew that. I could sense the lie in there.
I've listened to that CD, and it very clearly mentions threshold testing.
It does? I don't remember that.
A very, very valuable student. She was worth a lot to the business.
Really? And how much would that be?
But if you really want to know, 50 grand.
50 G's?
She was worth 50 grand?
Yes.
What, you were
Holy
selling her?
moly.
Of course we were selling her. You don't get
The slavery thing was real?
employees. Month after month.
I thought James was the sanest person on the block, it turns out.
Employees.
What big business needs, Inspector, more than anything else, is none of this altruistic, goody-goody crap. What we look for is people with ambition. No ethics.
No ethics, just zero ethics.
All right? We don't deal with all this comfort stuff. The survival of the fittest. That's all there is. There's no higher purpose, no big plan. There's nothing at the end of the rainbow.
Man, he is such a villain.
Enjoy in the here and now.
And what do you enjoy now, Paul?
Oh, Jenks got him on that one.
You're gonna have to excuse me, Inspector. I'm a very busy man. I've got work to do.
No way you're kicking me out now. I've been kicked out now of all times? Jenks, shoot him!
I'll see myself out.
Shoot him, Jenks! Oh my word, he's gonna kill us.
He's doing his level best to shut this place down. Get rid of him.
I told you he was gonna
He's a
kill us.
policeman. We can't just...
You sought this, Ryan. You man up and you sought it. Tonight.
Jenks, we gotta skip town. They're onto us. They know we're a police officer.
I
Chief!
think I might make my way over to
Chief.
office while Ryan isn't there.
Chief, I gotta call the chief. They're trying to kill me, Chief. Chief, help. Get the force down here. Chief, you're not here for me now of all times? He doesn't work until midnight. Why am I working until midnight? I could just come back in the morning. Is that the drunk guy? No way, they're doing a forest ritual. There's a person being attacked right now. Jenks, if ever there was a time to do something with your gun, now would be the time. That's Ryan! Alright, explain yourself out of this one.
Scotland Yard, not hell.
Jenks, she's dying right next to you, help!
I don't think you'd understand, Inspector.
Jenks, do you have no peripheral vision?
Leave us to it.
That knife gives me a perfect right to stick my nose.
This is not the time. Just do something. Just do anything.
It's all part of the Atlas course. It's a physical endurance exercise.
This is crazy. This is crazy.
Kyle. Drop it!
No. No.
Drop it.
Not looking 100% brilliant for you, Ryan.
Well, please, Inspector, you've poked your nose into Atlas's affairs enough times to know that imaginative flair is part of the course's success.
No. A million police officers would be here within 3 minutes if Jenks had any... Maybe the Force just doesn't like Jenks. Jenks. I said the name wrong. I'm just so flustered.
Atlas had nothing to do with
That is the craziest thing you have ever said to me.
In the woods. That's not what we call circumstantial evidence, Ryan.
I agree.
Now, I saw Simon walking home with Kate last Friday.
In what world would I believe the guy who's just trying to stab someone in the woods?
Running to become prime candidate. Simon killed her. Well, it seems reasonable. It's likely, isn't it?
Any more likely than you, Ryan?
There's no way. There's no way. There's no way. Jenks, just stab him. Get it over with. Just get rid of him. Oh!
I know. Police brutality.
Dude, Jenks is so cool, actually. I'm back on his side now. That was awesome. Question her? Question her? Police questioning? No way. Jenks. They ran out of budget, didn't they? That's what happened here. They're like, how do we wrap this up? So we're going to Simon now. Why Simon? Oh, because he said, why are we even following up on this? Yeah, tell me about why you killed Kate, I guess. Rather than the knife-wielding crazy man.
Walking home with Kate after Atlas last Friday.
What? By who?
The same person who suggested that you wanted Kate out of the picture because you found out she was in the running to be prime candidate.
See that pattern on the tape there? Let me show you something. See this pattern? Now look at that.
So you shopped at the same tape store.
This has come from the same roll of tape as this.
So?
So there's only one person who's taped like that.
That's so flimsy. That's so flimsy. Simon?
Why has Kate's driving...
And why do I even care about the tape? He tried to kill someone with a knife. We already have all the evidence we need.
Find that a bit far-fetched.
That's what you find far-fetched?
If you know anything at all about how Atlas works.
Do we even need to find out who killed Kate? We have another murder attempt already.
Could have got it.
I'm sorry. Just give me a minute. I need some painkillers.
So you do take what about the opium stuff? Isn't he allergic? Am I just It's everything is the final lie that everyone has ever said is a lie in this game. Just no one ever tells the truth. I mean, I guess that just leaves Rebecca and James, right? Because I don't think... Yeah, I can't even go back here. Rebecca? Did you kill Kate? I think you're kind of low on the suspect list at this point.
Ask you a couple more.
Sticky tape?
Have you seen patterned tape like this anywhere before?
Oh, Ryan's got some. I know because I borrowed it.
When was that?
A couple of months ago?
Have you still got it?
I don't think so. I haven't seen it since then.
I think Rebecca has literally been like the least suspicious out of anyone. She's told lies, but like not much. Wait. They're not gonna tell. It's not gonna be that this is the same tape, right? Please tell me this isn't gonna be the same tape. Okay. 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 We're safe. I've tried everything else. Is it? Or is it just the other one? This one. Oh my word, oh my word. No, no, no. Don't tell me it's her.
You saw that sticky tape 2 months ago. Was that correct?
Yes.
So how come you used it last week to tape over the broken window outside?
No, don't do this.
Tape.
Well, I must have been mistaken.
You see, the reason I'm asking is that it's exactly the same tape.
No, I don't believe it. I refuse to believe it.
Found at the scene. The tape that only
just tell me that you're just admit that Ryan did it, please.
You.
No.
So what are you saying?
Who's got the tape now? Do you know where it is?
Tell me it's Ryan. Or Paul. At least Paul.
Where it is. Why are you asking me about this tape?
You seem nervous, Rebecca.
Shanks, she's not nervous. She's just flustered.
Right, I've had enough. I've got to get back.
Rebecca. Would you like to explain to me exactly what is going on?
Which bit? The fact that some leggy bitch was trying to steal my
No,
husband?
no, Rebecca, no.
I think
No, it can't be true.
Rebecca.
Not Rebecca.
You want to know what I know? Kate Vine seduced my husband and was going to blackmail him. Not only did she sleep with him, that whore did it just for his money.
Dude,
money.
Rebecca, you can't say that.
Did you work that out?
I heard her. I knew it was her arguing with Emma Bowman. Emma was trying to talk her out of it.
And how did she come to be at the lake?
She dropped that driving license thing when she came in. She was drunk. She dropped her bag. I took it out to the woods and stuck it over the lake. Then I waited for her. When she came out, I told her where it was, said someone had just run off into the woods with it.
You led her to the lake.
She was reaching out over the lake to get it.
No, you didn't push her. You didn't push her. It was Ryan. Tell me Ryan came out of the bushes. Okay. No, Ryan was there though, right?
It was dark. I couldn't see anything. I couldn't help her.
Really? Did you try?
No, Ryan had to be
It was
there.
too late. She was just flapping about in the water. It was pathetic. She was making these gurgling sounds.
And what did you do?
I got a big stick. I just...
Oh my word, Rebecca, no.
Well, she was dead anyway. What did it matter?
No.
You killed her, Rebecca.
She slept with my husband.
She didn't, Rebecca.
What do you mean?
You got the wrong girl.
Who? Emma. It was Emma.
Rebecca Rand.
No. No, arrest Ryan too. Let's do a bargain deal with her or something for Ryan and Paul.
And will be used in evidence against you. Do you understand?
Yes.
No. You don't understand, Rebecca. How could you do this? Rebecca, please. Ryan and Slimy Paul just get off scot-free?
Some loose threads here. What was Ryan doing with Kyle?
Look at this. Look at this murder in practice right now. He gets off for this? Oh, I see. They were going to do a part 2 and then that never happened. That's highly unfortunate. Ryan getting off is actually like a knife straight to my heart. I've been murdered emotionally.
You're going to have to excuse us. Atlas is closed for the moment, but we'll be open again very soon.
Oh, I'm sad they didn't make another one. We start a GoFundMe for Contradiction 2, obviously. I'll voice act every character, and I'll just play all the characters. You know what? That was a good game. I enjoyed that game. Alright, what's my philosophical advice for today? If you want to murder your husband's lover, then don't do that, because you might get it wrong. And instead divorce them and take 50% of their net worth. That's my philosophical advice for today. And don't expect this to happen regularly. I still don't play games twice. This is a one-time deal. And don't tell my friend. Hopefully he won't know. I hope you have a good one. Goodbye.